Turning right now to the coronavirus for you at 6 o'clock. With Connecticut's COVID numbers starting to climb, New Haven is making some big changes and hoping of slowing the spread there.
Yeah, a lot of those changes focus on schools and businesses. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland is live in New Haven with specifics. Hi, Matt.
Hi there, Irene and Mark. Well, one of the newest impacts of those rising numbers today, the health department announcing that it's shutting down First Student. That's the bus company that the school district has a contract with here in New Haven. They're going to be suspending their services for 2 weeks. That's after they're dealing with 11 positive cases there. So for 2 weeks, shutting it down so they can clean and contact trace. This comes on the heels of New Haven deciding that they would be keeping their students in remote learning for the foreseeable future, and also rolling back restrictions for local businesses. Angel Chang launched his Japanese ramen shop, Menyagumi, back in March, just as the COVID-19 pandemic was starting to spike.
We are, still struggling, of course. I mean, it's just not me. The community itself, all the other restaurants are struggling as well.
Now, while he's got his protective barriers up to keep diners safe, it hasn't been easy.
Trying to do our best and everything and try to get more customers in.
But New Haven restaurants will now have fewer customers inside. With the number of COVID cases climbing, the Elm City is rolling back to phase 2 restrictions, meaning businesses like restaurants, barbershops, hair salons, and gyms will be capped at 50%. For the last 3 weeks, they were allowed to go up to 75% under phase 3. And New Haven's not alone. Neighboring Hamden is reversing course as well.
Especially if they start seeing an increase, then we need to, roll back a little bit.
Back in New Haven, it's not just businesses. The uptick in cases also impacting schools. New Haven intended to start the year with 10 weeks of virtual learning before shifting to a hybrid model next month. Now kids will stay remote for the foreseeable future.
When cases are very low, that we can go back to school, but when cases go up, that we need to make sure that we dial back.
The mayor says the culprit seems to be more and more people attending social gatherings, parties, and letting their guard down a bit. And those whose businesses depend on a community complying, well, they have a simple request.
It might sound harsh saying it, but it all comes back down to common sense as an individual and as a human being. Don't be selfish, and then do it not just for yourself and for others too in your community and the people around you.
Now, New Haven's mayor says if the numbers start trending down and that drop is sustained, then he said they would move to open back up. But when that will be, well, we'll just have to wait and see. We're live with the mobile newsroom in New Haven. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.